Breaking news out of the Middle East. Iran has launched drone strikes on Israel, apparently in retaliation for an Israeli airstrike on an Iranian consulate in Damascus that killed 2 Iranian generals and other military members. That happened April 1st. Iran has been threatening Israel ever since, and today it acted.
Tonight, Iran launched a large-scale of coordinated attack on Israel. The regime in Iran fired a massive swarm over 200 killer drones, cruise missiles, and ballistic missiles towards the state of Israel. Together with our allies and partners across the region, we are operating at this very moment to defend Israel from Iran's attack. The Iranian attack is ongoing. Our plans are in the air. Tonight, wide-scale attack by Iran is a major escalation. Together with our allies and partners, we are operating at full force to defend the state of Israel and the people of Israel.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, it's right over my house. Why isn't the sirens going off? Josh, why aren't the sirens going off?
Well, to discuss this escalating situation and concerns over what could spiral into a wider regional war is Yael Levontin, communications manager with the Jewish National Fund USA. She joins me live from Beit Shemesh, Israel, and that video we saw also came from that area. Are you hearing anything? Are the sirens going off for you?
Hi, yeah, there's no sirens going off right now. We're hearing a lot of airplanes that are coming and going. Just staying awake, watching the news right now after what was a very, very hard night for us here in Israel.
A hard night indeed. So take us minute by minute. Have you just been up and watching the news, or is there anything else that you're doing, like perhaps taking in communication from other parts of the country or even back here from the U.S.?
So it started at 9 p.m. this evening. We put on the news. We started hearing that Iran was sending these waves of cruise missiles and suicide drones, and it just takes a very long time for it to come from Iran to Israel. So we're watching the news, staying glued to the television. It takes about 8 hours, just waiting. And then around 2 a.m., obviously we couldn't go to sleep. At 2 a.m., my husband calls me outside, and that's the video that I shot, where just hundreds of these missiles, drones, I don't know what they were going, flying over our heads. And the sirens weren't going off here, but they were going off in different places across Israel, from the north all the way down to the south.
Well, the so-called killer drones, as the IDF called them, apparently they take 14 hours to get from Iran to Israel. Meantime, it's unprecedented that Iran has attacked Israel from its own soil. You have seen other attacks, but closer, or from Syria or something to that effect. What does that mean to you, that there is this first attack from Iran to Israel?
Well, Iran terror is not new to Israel. It's not new to the world. Every missile that has been sent or shot to Israel and the Israeli civilians for the past 2 decades has been funded by Iran. What does this mean? It means there's going to be a lot more very long days and sleepless nights for me. It means that my kids are going to be sleeping in their safe rooms, and it means that they're going to be home and no one's going to leave. It means that it's going to be a couple hard days ahead of us.
So the U.S. has pledged full support. The IDF and Israel says, you know, we are going to fight for our security. But in some respects, Israel is stretched thin with what's going on with the war against Hamas. Does that concern you?
It does not concern me at all. Our soldiers, our IDF are very strong. I know Israel is strong. Our allies are strong. I'm not concerned of that for 1 second.
Other than the U.S., are you getting some support messages from other parts of the world?
Yeah.
Do you have those kind of contacts?
Well, not to me personally, but on social media, we do see that a lot of other countries have joined in as well, and they've been helping taking down the drones so that they don't all come to Israel at the same time. I think Israel is very grateful for that help that's there.
Absolutely. So what happens next for you? Do you try to have a normal day tomorrow or not?
Well, it's 4 a.m. now, and I haven't slept yet. My kids are going to be up in a couple hours, and like any other working mom, I think I'm just going to go back to work and dealing with my kids in the house, and everybody's going to be home. So maybe I'll get some shut-eye here and there, but I think it's going to be a rough couple of days for all of us.
And what does that conversation look like that you have with your children?
I've asked a lot of questions. I mean, we've been feeling this for months already. This is not new in any way or form. My kids, all of us, all of Israel has been dealing with this since the atrocities of October 7th. There are a lot of questions that little kids ask, and we just find the right way to talk to them and calm them down and give them a lot of support and know that they're loved and answer as best I can, as truthful as I can, age appropriate, of course.
Right. Does it, I mean, do you pull out a map or do they have a sense for, you know, the Hamas attack came from one side and now we're talking of Iran on the other side? Do you not feel like you're surrounded?
There are days that I feel like I'm surrounded, but I know Israel is strong. I've known that we've faced a lot in our history, and I believe that we will get through this as well. Do I show my kids the map? They know where everything is in Israel. We know who our neighbors are. We'll get through this as well.
Okay. All right. Yael Levontin, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for your time and your perspective. We appreciate it. Thank you.